Welcome back to the show. Wow. That's all I can say is wow, which stands for Women of Waco. I'm so excited to have these three lovelies with me in the studio to talk about Women of Waco and a fabulous event that's coming up in a few months. But I want to introduce you to Kimberly Lynn, who's with Kelly Realtors, sitting right here. And we have Laura Shero and Dr. Christy Flick here with us. Women of Waco. Okay, wow. First of all, who wants to start? I'll start with you, Kimberly. What exactly is Women of Waco?
Women of Waco is a large group of women that are local business owners throughout the area and surrounding areas that we meet once a month and promote each other's businesses and support each other. And as a realtor, I put out a monthly guide that I send out to per season. And so it's a really good resource for me to know what's going on with these businesses so that I could support them and provide their information to people.
Okay. In a word, it's a networking group.
It is a network resource for me to be an expert in the area and know everything that our locals have to provide.
Right. And but just for women, and I had the chance to interview the Harders, no relation, but Tim and Janice Harder with Waco Networking Group. So I became familiar with the whole concept of networking group, but Women of Waco, being a little bit more finely tuned. So I'm going to just move around the room to Dr. Christy Flick. You are with Atlas Chiropractic.
Yes.
And it's good to talk to you because I got this.
Everyone usually sits up a little straighter, which is not a bad thing.
I'm trying. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with Women of Waco.
Yes. So I am an upper cervical chiropractor, which means I specialize in head and neck issues. Practiced for 20 years and just moved to Waco to be closer to my family about a year ago. And so that's a big life transition for anyone who's moved like midstream career. So for me, Women of Waco was a great opportunity to plug in, to get to know other women who are also business owners, both on a business level and on a friendship level. Making friends as an adult, always a challenge. So I found a lot of community resource there too. And I love that the women that attend there are in a similar life stage and that they're all in business, one kind or another. Everybody's looking to connect, and it's a very friendly and open group. It's been wonderful as a newcomer to Waco.
Yeah, that's great. Laura Shero, you and your husband own Masterminds Leadership Development.
Yes.
Well, that sounds important and impressive and needed.
We love what we do.
Uh-huh.
We do feel like we're able to make a difference. It's very lonely in leadership very often. And so we come in and provide resources for people who are at the top in leadership. We also come in and help provide a pipeline for new managers, people in the middle level who are technical experts in what they do, but may not have grown in the leadership skills. And so that's what we do. And I would just echo what Christy said about Women of Waco providing a place where, professionally I found a home, but also personally, it is a very congenial group of women who, even if you are in similar spaces, you're supporting each other and maybe a little friendly competition, but mostly support and just encouragement for each other. And so it's been a great place to connect both personally and professionally for me as also a newcomer to Waco.
Well, now I know in Waco Networking Group, they want to grow their numbers, but they can only have certain, businesses or professions represented.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same thing with Women of Waco, right? Where there are...
So we actually, the categories are unlimited. So we could have any number of realtors that came, for instance, just to pull out a profession where there's several other chiropractors that attend. But where they do cut it off is just 3 people per business. So,
so that's very different.
Yeah, you don't want to overwhelm the room with your own business, but there's there's a lot of synergy there. And
Okay.
like in the chiropractic realm, what I do and what the other two chiropractors in the group do are very, very different. So there's really
Right.
no competition there. It's really just what's the best fit for what that particular person has going on.
Mhm.
And I'm sure that's the same with realty.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, because you really do specialize, in certain areas.
Mhm.
Residential, is that what you do?
I do residential land new construction. Yes.
uh, Bill
Yes.
Johnson. We were talking about something totally different, but I started picking her brain about real estate, and so I may do that to you here in a little bit too. But what is a typical meeting like? And you do meet the second Friday of the
Second
month?
Friday.
Monthly.
Okay, so it's coming up later this week, right?
Yes.
So first of all, where do you meet, and what is a meeting like?
So currently we're meeting at the Baylor Club. So we meet on the fourth floor in the Suite Lounge.
Okay.
And a typical meeting, we arrive. So we meet from 11 to 1. So October 10th, 11 to 1. And we welcome visitors. So we would love for people listening, if you're not a member of Women of Waco, to come and check us out this Friday, October 10th, and at 11 o'clock at the Baylor Club. And what we do is there's some time just to kind of network and to meet people. We eat lunch together, and then every single person there who's a member gets to do a 20-second commercial to talk about their business.
Yeah, their
And
little
so,
elevator pitch. huh?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And it really is. It really makes you be concise about what it is that you do. And then we always have a speaker who provides something of value, whether it is, financial or personal development or something. And that's and then we finish by having more networking time. And just like we said, it's professional and it's personal. So just time to visit with each other.
With a focus on performance, design, and customer service, we're here to help you work smarter, not harder. Join us on our journey to simplify your world. Visit acasis.com today. That's ACASIS.com today. At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com.
If your home's feeling a bit dated or you're dreaming of that beautiful outdoor oasis, I have got the team for you. Gather & Co., the family-owned remodeling pros right here in Greater Waco since 1998. Led by the Falconberry family, they specialize in stunning kitchen and bathroom makeovers. Think custom walk-in showers, sleek cabinetry, and aging-in-place upgrades for easy living. They also nail outdoor spaces with pergolas, patio covers, sunrooms, and screen rooms that turn your backyard into a year-round retreat. What sets them apart? Personalized designs, top-notch craftsmanship, and a hassle-free process for free in-home consultations to spot-on completion, plus financing options to make it simple. Customers love them, raving about the friendly crew and attention to every detail. Ready to gather in your dream home? Call Gather & Co. today, 254-759-1147 for a no-obligation quote. Visit GatherCoRemodeling.com. Your remodel starts here. So, how do you sign up? I presume you need to have reservations in for food and all that.
There is a website, so you can go to the Women of Waco website and you just say register for this week's meeting.
Okay,
And
I
then
love your graphic.
Also on our Facebook group as well. You can see all the information. We usually put an event posting as well that you can look at, and I'll have the links provided as well.
Yeah.
Well, I did go and I was reading some of the comments from people who've been involved with Women of Waco, and their praise is to the moon. About what it has meant to be able to have that interaction with other women professionally, but
Yeah.
but also just kind of get their name out. And when you become a member, your business card floats across the
Mhm.
top of
Sure does.
top of the social media.
Yes, there's an online presence, and for members, for each meeting, they can choose to be a table sponsor where they can have an extra little time for a commercial and put their information out on each of the tables. You can also do an email blast through Women of Waco. There's a lot of different
Oh.
opportunities if you're looking to get your name or your business out there
Mhm.
through the group.
Do you have an idea of how many members you have? What's
Oh
your
my goodness, I think there's about 120, 130 members
Really?
at this point, and we're really looking to grow. So, Women of Waco, we really welcome visitors and we're looking to expand our reach. And that's part of what we're thinking. We've got a conference coming up, and that's part of what we're attempting to do is be able to show the community what great offering Women of Waco have and expand our group.
Well, and I know the two of you, Laura and Christy, you're co-chairing this big event. It's a little ways off. It's in January, but you're already letting people know to save the date because it's not just a regular monthly meeting, right?
No, we're doing it up big.
Yeah, we are.
Why not?
Yeah.
And you can it's not only a save the date, but the registration is already open on the
Okay,
Women of
good.
Waco page.
All right,
Yeah,
good,
so
good.
they can register
So
for it.
the date is what, January
30th.
30th.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so it's the end of January. So
January
you've got
30th.
plenty of time to plan your
Yeah.
month.
Yeah. Yeah, a Friday where it's going to be an all-day event. We're holding it at the AC Hotel downtown. Their chef is preparing a special themed lunch for Women of Waco Pink. If
Really?
you go on the Women of Waco page, you're going to see pink is
Yeah,
Women
yeah,
of Waco
I love
color.
that hot pink. Yeah, yeah.
So a themed lunch, a coffee bar. We've got some amazing speakers. I'll let Dr. Laura talk about that. But all day, plenty of networking opportunities. We're going to have breakout sessions, keynotes.
Yes. Yes. So we really have tried to design this. Again, we're a networking group, so we do have great speakers, but there's also plenty of time to connect. But we are really excited to announce that Dr. Linda Livingstone is going to be our opening keynote. So we're really excited about that. Our theme is Level Up, Connect, Connection, Growth, and Impact. And we feel like she has an amazing story to tell that just relates to that theme. And then our afternoon keynote is Rachel Pate, who is the vice president of
Love her.
Yes. Isn't she
She's a mess.
amazing? So she has an amazing story.
Yes, she
and
does.
so I think both of these women are going to come in with amazing
Oh,
stories. So
love
you
it.
want to be there to be at the AC. There's going to be great food. There's going to
Mm-hmm.
we're going to conclude with a social hour at the end, sponsored by the AC. So
Oh, good.
great location, great food, great speakers. Plus, we're going to have breakout sessions. So there's going to be time for, just more in-depth Q&A and, just personal development kinds of sessions
Right. So
as
what
well.
kind of things are you thinking about for the breakout session? What topics are you talking about that?
Yeah, that's still very much in the works, but
Okay.
we have a few themes that we're looking at. Health was a number one request from our group when we polled everyone to see what would be most interesting. So we intend to have 2 speakers to speak to that. Leadership. That's part of our theme is leveling up with leadership. So we have 2 wonderful women. One that's going to speak about imposter syndrome and how to recognize that if it's happening for yourself, how to help others.
I'm fascinated with that. What does that mean? What do you know about that?
That's if you are in the seat but you feel like maybe you haven't earned it.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah.
And most people are familiar with at least having had that feeling from time to time.
It's like, well, why am I here doing this?
Yeah. How did I end up here? Am I qualified?
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
We also have some fun, like we have one session that's going to be on like helping you pick colors that really match you. So, as business women, it really matters to us if we
Yes.
look good. And so we're going to have a session on that. So
Oh,
we're going to really
good.
have our range, from personal wellness to personal development to personal fashion. So whatever your interest is, I feel like there's going to be something there for you in the breakout sessions.
Oh, this is exciting. we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I want to learn more about each one of you, though. I want to hear more of your stories. So we'll do that. We will take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more about Women of Waco. You stay with us.
A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
It's the Restore Clarity Focus Patch, my little secret weapon for staying sharp, focused, and on task. Each box comes with simple instructions inside, so you always know exactly how to apply it. Each patch lasts for 3 days. I love that I can wear it all day.
There's something going down. I've been feeling it for some time. On it, it's been around, and I could fix it, but I don't know how. I have never thought it's your job to try and rescue or save me. And I have always told the truth, never lied or wore two faces. The shadows calling you, fall to your knees. Through it all we've known what's ours to keep. And I have wasted time, but these ties are so deep. So I'll stand tall, always on my own 2 feet. With you, with you. Woo-hoo-hoo. Challenges, most of them are buried inside our own heads. But even when there's dark despair, I think you know that I'll always be there. And if the whole world crashing down like broken limbs and timber all around, you know you can count on me, not only for now, but for eternity.
Tasmanian spring water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself, packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid, fermented sea kelp to reduce redness, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
Experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
BosleyMD.com.
And we are back with Women of Waco. I mean, these three lovelies are with me today, and we're talking about this networking organization that's been around a few years. In fact, I went to one event, and it was at La Fiesta in the party room.
Early days.
It had to have been the very early days, and it was wonderful. I just didn't fit into with what I was doing at the time.
Yeah.
But I've always been aware of the work and it's seen how it's grown, because maybe there was 40 or 50 ladies, so it's well more than doubled, which is wonderful, which is exciting. But you all kind of gave me the impression you haven't been in Waco all that long, and so I really want to get to know you a little bit better. Kimberly, you're the one that I really first got in touch with about this. I think I saw it on Facebook, and your name was in there, and so I scared you up. And so here you are. You got kiddos, though, because you said you got to pick somebody up from school. So.
Yes, I do. I have a 3- and 7-year-old, yes.
Oh, my goodness. Well, so what got you into real estate? What made you interested in this?
Well, my background's actually in finance, corporate and higher education finance is my background. But we relocate fairly often because my husband's in athletics, so he works at Baylor and the executive of the Bear Foundation. So I really like to be involved in the community just because we are so present in the community. So real estate was just the next chapter for me. It lets me exercise some of the things that I'm very interested in, but then also have home and work balance for me. So I really enjoy it.
So you got accreditation or whatever it is. I know you had to take some courses and
Yes.
stuff. You don't just suddenly decide, I'm going to be a realtor. Right.
Yes.
So what was involved with that?
So actually in the state of Texas, nothing transfers. So I was actually an agent in Kentucky before we moved here. And so when we relocated, I took a year off just to learn the community, learn the land, and then do my 180 hours again. So, so it does take quite a bit to practice. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So as I mentioned, Camille, kind of getting her temperature. What what are you seeing the real estate market looking like right now? I know we've kind of been through some ups and maybe some downs.
Waco's a unique area, as well as the area that I was in Kentucky, because we were right on the outskirts of Nashville, and Waco is uniquely situated, and then we also have a thriving university here. It levels it out quite a bit compared to the National. Where the National has dipped quite a bit, we have the stability of having such a strong university here that brings a lot to the area. And then also where we're positioned between Dallas and Austin and Houston, we have a lot of people moving here from those areas that stable our market as well. Yeah, that's one thing that I have noticed over the last several years, and how many people are coming to Waco. They're just, and it was not fixer upper. Some of them it was, but how many of them that I would talk to, they go, no, that seeing that show didn't really influence me. Although I know there were some. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, we definitely have a tourist attraction here.
You can see it right from the window, right out there. And I mentioned this many times, painted on the wall there at the silos is everyone has a story worth telling. And so I said, really, if I have a goal or a mission, it's to interview everybody. I mean, I want to talk to everybody. So we will move to Dr. Christy Flick. So what made you interested in chiropractic?
Oh, that story goes back. My son, who's now, he's 27, when he was a baby, he had recurring ear infections, just one after another after another. Yeah. We were looking for any solution. And that was early days of the internet, which makes me feel ancient.
Dr. Google.
I think that back then we weren't quite sure if it was Google or Goggle. Like, do you remember that debate?
Oh, yeah, really?
I forgot about that.
So, I got on the dial-up, and was researching, like, what else can you do for ear infections besides, antibiotics after antibiotic? And I found a news article that talked about chiropractic and ear infections. And so I thought, what do I have to lose? We'd never been to a chiropractor. No one I knew had been to a chiropractor. But it was the solution for him, actually. He was adjusted at the very top of his spine, which is where I now specialize in. And from that day forward, he never had another ear infection.
Wow.
And for us, that was like a little miracle.
Oh, miracle, yeah.
You know,
for
it's
sure. Because the pain of an earache is
the
just
pain of it.
bad.
I've known people have lost hearing because of it. You know, yes. So for us, it was a solution to a problem that seemed unsolvable. And so that really just got me interested in it. I thought, oh, well, if it can help with this, what else can it help with? I loved the thought of freeing the body to heal itself, which is what chiropractic does. The chiropractor adjusts and then the body heals itself, which is kind of an amazing concept if you think about it. And so, you know, I continued searching into it, decided it was the right field for me, and 8 short years later.
I was going to say overnight.
Yeah.
Presto Changeo, you're a doctor. Of
Yeah, presto changeo. Exactly. Yeah, so I started undergraduate with, actually, at that point, 2 little babies, and they went along with my college career with me. And
so where did you go to school?
I went to chiropractic school in Dallas, so at Parker University. So we moved as a little family up there, and that's where I practiced for 20 years in the Plano area. But my family is in Belton, and I always was just looking for an opportunity to be closer. I'm very close with my family, wanted to have more opportunities to spend time together, and that's really what drew me here. So it was the right time, the right moment. I was able to sell my practice there and start fresh here in the lovely, lovely Waco, and I'm so glad that I did.
Good. So where is your practice located?
We're off of 84 in Wixon. There's a building just in front of Badger Ranch.
Yeah. Oh, I go by it every day.
Any moment now, it'll have a sign on the back of it.
Well, I know where I can just wheel that little car in and
That's
yeah.
us.
No,
Yeah.
really. No, I'm a believer in chiropractic. I haven't had an adjustment in a long, long time. But I remember one time I was just having this jaw pain, and afterwards I'm like, my mouth doesn't hurt anymore, you know. And so there
Amazing.
is something to,
Yeah.
and is it just gravity and time that makes us sort of?
Well, gravity and time don't help anything.
But just wait.
Yeah.
It gets more fun.
But it's usually an initial injury that really kind of gets the ball rolling. And if not corrected properly, then time and gravity do their work. And that's where you end up with kind of the bigger issues. And I personally specialize in head and neck issues. So that's things like headaches, migraines, vertigo, dizziness, face pain, like your TMJ pain.
Yeah, it was incredible how it changed that.
Yeah.
Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Golf Partner.
VivoSun's mission is to empower growers with stylish and effective products, making indoor growing accessible and enjoyable for everyone. Visit vivosun.com today and get started making growing plants and vegetables easy and automatic.
Doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah.
That's kind of a miracle, like you say with the earaches. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. All right. And it is Dr. Laura Shero.
It is doctor, yes, but not a medical doctor. That's a PhD doctor.
I figured it's a PhD. I'm guessing that, but so tell me about your masterminds leadership. Yes, because you say you kind of specialize in helping people who are already in those leadership positions, but also maybe growing up leaders as well.
Yes. So my husband and I own Masterminds Leadership together, and we work together, which, some people say I could never work with my husband, but we've kind of done it all of our lives. So we were originally in Africa, where we built a liberal arts Christian university there. So we tag teamed in that. And so I kind of don't know what it's like to not work with my husband. We're a really good team. So in the work that we do now, he works with the CEOs and executive teams, and I come in to work with the next level, directors, managers, and supervisors. Like I said before, sometimes it can be really lonely in leadership, and sometimes people end up in a leadership role. We talked about imposter syndrome, but a lot of times we do end up in roles that we're not quite equipped for, especially the beginning managers. Mm-hmm. And so we come in, my husband's especially good at creating cohesiveness in a team. So that's his superpower, is to come in and get a team pulling together, whether it's a new initiative, whether it's strategic planning. And I come in to help people who, again, they might be accountants or engineers or whatever they do, and they know what they do, they know how to do what they do, and suddenly they're in charge of a team. And that's a completely different skill. Leading a team is a completely different skill than just being an individual contributor. And so I come in and help them learn to lead and learn to, again, like I said about my husband, create synergy. And we talk about leading through influence. A lot of times people say, okay, well, now I'm in the position and I have the authority and I'm the boss, and you're going to do what I say. And we all know that that's not really what works, but we don't necessarily know another way of doing things. So that's what our business is all about, is creating, we say we help people love their work and leaders lift their people. And how many people do you know who come to work and they're just phoning it in? They don't love their work, and their leaders are not lifting their people. And so that's a tragedy. We spend most of our life at work. We should love what we do, and we should love the team that we're with. And so we help equip people to do that.
Yeah. I gotta go back to Africa though. Did you know this?
I do in fact know this. It's quite a story.
Okay, so all right, we got a little more time. What, we can take as much time as we want. As a matter of fact, it's my show. I love that part, that leadership part. I've really embraced. Okay, you built a liberal arts.
We did. So we moved to Uganda to do kind of the traditional leadership development. We were passionate about leadership development all along the way, whether it's in a school or in churches or in businesses. And Uganda has one of the youngest populations in the world. And so 75% of the population was age 21 and below. Really? Partially because of the AIDS epidemic, partially because of Idi Amin in the 70s, but they had a really young population, and we realized that we didn't need to target adults, we needed to target young people, and there were thousands graduating every year qualified to go to university, but there literally were not enough seats. And so somebody kind of spun this out, like, maybe you could address that need. And my husband and I were like, sure. How hard can it be? That's kind of my husband's motto. How hard can it be?
I'd love to meet him too.
I would love for you to meet him. He's really fun. So like Christy said, 8 short years later, for us it was 10. It was 10 years in the development from conception to, building university is kind of like building a city. And I didn't know this. Like, you have to know what to do with the water. So, it was finding land, building buildings, recruiting a faculty. We wrote the curriculum. We got it We got it chartered and accredited by the government of Uganda. It was a whole process.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
but
it's still
so much fun. It's still going. And of course, it was something that we were passionate about.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
something,
yeah.
You don't do something like that if your heart's not in it.
Oh, man.
So we loved what we were doing.
So how many students have gone through? And
Oh, hundreds by now.
Yeah.
COVID was a hit. It
Yeah.
was commandeered to be like, a COVID recovery center.
Oh.
So yes, because they can do that. It's not the U.S. But anyway, so it survived COVID and is back on track. Yeah.
Yeah. So what year did you decide to come
So
back?
we've been home since 13.
Okay.
So we've been home for over a decade now, doing the leadership thing here. We're passionate about developing leaders. Our vision there was to have equipped leaders in every sector.
Mhm.
That's how you transform a continent. Is
Yes.
You've got them in education, you have them in business, you have them in media, like this. And so we're still passionate about helping leaders in every sector
Oh, man.
to love their work. Yeah.
Yeah, what a great story. I mean, that is really awesome. Well, and so do you see the beauty of Women of Waco? What this organization has done? I mean, I would not have had the chance to meet any of you, I don't think, if it weren't for seeing that Facebook page talking about this wonderful event that's coming up January 30th.
January
again,
30th.
It's a little
yes.
ways out,
Mhm. Yes.
but there will be more. I'm sure we're going to talk some more in the coming months.
And you want to secure
about
your
this?
spot because, the AC is big, but it's only so big.
Right.
So
you
we've
have
got a
limit.
room limitation on there. So
Right.
it is a ways away, but don't wait too long to get your ticket.
Right. So do you know like particulars, registration fees and all that kind of thing or not?
Yes. So for the day, it's $147. That includes your meals, your meal, your lunch, your coffee bar, and of course, attendance to all of the different sessions. And the room can only hold 200 or just shy of 200.
Yeah,
and
you're going to
we
sell out.
expect to have that sold out
Yeah.
well ahead of time. So yes, please register early. And it's a great opportunity to bring a group of friends together or a group that you're already networking with. We have tables, so that would be a perfect opportunity to just expand your network with people that you already know and love and trust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So at this point, go ahead and check that out. But you can get lots more information on Friday coming up at the Baylor Club.
Yes.
So I presume you're planning to be there,
Of
Kimberly.
course. Certainly,
So-
yes.
So do you know what the program is or what's going to be planned for Fridays?
I don't know that it's been announced who our speaker is,
Okay.
but we'll have our normal networking. Can I add one more thing? We also have sponsors,
Okay.
and we're really proud to announce that She, He, Lovelace, and Mayfield is our primary sponsor.
Oh, good.
They're have taken our top spot, but we have tons of other sponsorship opportunities available from second tier all the way down to very affordable booths for people who might have something to sell or to talk
Okay,
to.
so there will be
other
like a
people.
market as
There
well.
will be a little
Yeah, that makes
market.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And again, all that's available.
Available on the
On the
website.
website,
All
yeah.
of the sponsorship opportunities are laid out there so you can see what each one includes and where the price points are.
Better sleep, inspired by nature. Your back, hips, and shoulders will fall into perfect alignment in any position, meaning that you get deeper, more comfortable rest. Visit ecoterrabeds.com.
Everybody at EcoLife really has a passion and a real interest in helping people feel well. How much further can we go to get you feeling even better? It is a complete partnership between the two of us.
What if you could clean clean? With bio-based formulas and deep cleaning enzymes. No dyes, phthalates, or mystery ingredients. Just powerful pods for your dishes and laundry. Now you can, with drops. Made clean, made to clean.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internix. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. That's INTERNXT.com today.
A big thank you to our sponsor, Fox & Co. Bakery. Check them out for delicious baked goods and your catering needs.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. With over 15,000 satisfied customers worldwide, we've proven that high-quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at san.com.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
Well, I thank you all for your time and spending a little time with me. I like to end these little visits with a questionnaire similar to the one the late, great James Lipton would do on Inside the Actors Studio. So it's kind of my take on it, just some kind of random questions. But I'm going to start with Kimberly.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite word?
Oh, my favorite word. That's hard just to do on the spot. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to think on that one real quick. You really did put me on a spot.
I'm sorry.
I would say surrender. Surrendering.
Oh, I like that.
I think that's what I'll use. Yeah. Because in the life that I've had, I've really not known what the tomorrow's going to bring. And I've always had a little bit of a control issue with just my personality type. And so I just trust the process and surrender everything to him, and it'll all work out. It reduces my worry and my stress, and just focus on the present and not the past or not the future. So yeah.
That's great. I've asked this to literally hundreds and hundreds of people. And I love that. I love that. So I'll ask Dr. Christy, what is your least favorite word?
Oh, my least favorite word. Here is all ready for my favorite word.
She's spent it on
can't.
That's a good one.
That a bunch.
Yeah. Don't tell me I can't.
Yeah, I have heard that an awful lot. Dr. Laura, I will ask you, what turns you on creatively, emotionally, or spiritually?
Turns me on. I think what turns me on in all of those ways is connection. I really love. It's part of why I'm passionate about what I do. It's part of why I love working with my husband. It's part of why I love Women of Waco. I don't think any of us can do what we do on our own, but yet in today's world, there's really a scarcity mindset, and a lot of the clients I work with, and women in Waco maybe who don't feel a connection, we feel a need to self-protect and self-promote. But yeah, connection helps me to live my best life and be creative and be my best self.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, Kimberly, what turns you off creatively or spiritually or emotionally?
Piggybacking off of the can't. I mean, I really agree with that a lot. And it does kind of turn me off when people don't believe in themselves and what their abilities are, and they're just not giving themselves enough credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christy, what is your favorite sound? I would think when you're working
I was
on
like,
somebody,
you're
they
cracking. Snapping and cracking.
That comes to my mind. Yeah, neck cracking.
Okay, I really like, let me go like a little bit more lighthearted here. I like the sound that the coffee maker makes in the morning when my husband turns it on and I'm still snuggly in bed.
That's a good one.
It's a delightful sound.
Yeah. Okay. So what other job would you told me of some of the things that you have done in the past, Kimberly, but what job would you like to have tried or would like still to try?
Oh, geez. I don't know. I've gone from being before I met my husband, I was a hairdresser, and then I went into corporate
Really?
finance, and now
I love
I'm a realtor. So I just like whatever life throws at me. I just
love
like
it.
to just for each season of life has brought me something different that I appreciate and has worked well for me. So I'm kind of game for whatever gets thrown my way.
Yeah.
I do like to be involved. If for some reason I didn't need to generate revenue anymore, then I love to be embedded in the community and doing volunteer work.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would do if I switched it up.
Good. So, Dr. Christy, what job do you know you don't want? No thanks. I'll let somebody else do that.
Ooh, while I love the human body and taking care of it, anything that involves the bodily fluids part. As a chiropractor, we get to help, quite a bit with the body, but we get to stay out of the messy bits. So,
Oh, well, look at you. All right. No, that makes sense. So to each of you, I'll ask you this final question. When you arrive at the pearly gates, what do you want to hear the Lord say?
well done, my good and faithful servant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
I
you
agree.
all are doing it well here on earth. I'll tell you that's for sure. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. This has been just loads of fun for me, and I'm excited about. And what are you calling this Women of Waco event in January?
Level Up 2026.
Okay, it's going to be 2026 before
Yeah.
we turn around.
And
Yeah.
also Women of Waco for the amount of $50 for the rest of the year. So if you're
Oh.
just wanting to try it out and see if it works out well for you, we have the guest. You could just come in as a one-time thing, but then also the membership is a reduced rate right now.
Okay, so again, this will be Friday at 11, the Baylor Club on the 4th level there at the Baylor Club.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, you guys are just doing a great job, and I thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Okay. Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
Streamline event and appointment booking with Amelia's sleek, modern, and fully customizable booking forms. WPAmelia.com. That's WPAMELIA.com. Amelia. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi.
Send money abroad in just a few steps with Remitly. Sign up with your email, enter an amount, choose how your loved ones receive the money, enter your recipient's information, select a payment method, hit send, and relax. Download the Remitly app today.
Tervis is all about staying hydrated. Each product is built to last and comes in endless designs to match your personality. Stay refreshed and express yourself with Tervis. Visit tervis.com today and find your perfect tumbler.
Historic Waco Foundation is presenting on the Cotton King's Demise at the Pape Event Center on October 10th and 11th. This 1890s murder mystery event is the perfect way to kick off spooky season with an evening of music, free drinks, light bites, and solving a crime. Purchase a ticket and wear your best 1890s fit. Waco ISD and Brook Avenue Elementary are hosting their monthly food distribution event in 10 days on October 17th from 3 to 4 p.m. If you're a student, a family member, a staff member, or a neighbor, just bring a valid ID to 720 Brook Avenue to get a free box of grocery essentials. Waco ISD and Brook Avenue Elementary are committed to ending food insecurity in Waco, and Act Locally Waco is proud to see the outreach happening. Finally, Creative Waco will be celebrating Dia de los Muertos November 1st at Indian Springs Park from 4 to 10 p.m. This huge celebration pays tribute to our departed loved ones, allowing everyone to share on reflected memories and the journeys that our lives lead now. can be a part of the parade, attend the festival, and join Creative Waco for Dia de los Muertos this year.
We've sat and reflected on lonely times. We still have not come up with the truth. But we brush ourselves off and we say we're fine, even though we've lost part of our youth. It's reflections of history that lay us down, and the calm can come after the pain. But the journey is hard and it circles around to the lessons we've forgotten to gain. And we're standing outside in the rain. Of joy that can give us strength and believing we're on the right path. And life's movement and friction at any length can derail us with anger and wrath. The decision to act is upon our back, and the actions are tougher to tame. You are a force and not under attack, and have only yourself here to blame. When you're standing outside in the rain. So give up your sorrow and swallow your pride, for this leads you to unwanted fame. You are not shallow, you have nothing to hide. Low standards are not where you aim. You don't have to stand in the rain. Yeah. Everyone is a witness, some point or some time, to the madness that ugly men do. The reactions we face, whether yours or mine, can make a new person of you. The message is easy. Is it right? Is it wrong? It's your decision to act or to feign. Think of your future, for the road is long. Will you fill it with more of the same? Will you be standing outside in the rain? Don't you come in from out of the rain? Yeah, yeah.
I have some Waco themed Halloween costumes for you to go as this year. The first is the most obvious, Chip and Joanna Gaines. Everybody has a flannel and a baseball cap in their closet, a bomber jacket. You're done. Bring a sledgehammer, not even a sledgehammer, bring a regular hammer around, and everybody in Waco will know who you are. That's it. Up next, we have another iconic couple of Waco, Brad and Linda Livingstone. This is the president and first gent of Baylor University. If you have any Baylor gear and a pair of khakis in your closet, you'll just look like another random Baylor couple, but it's Brad and Linda Livingstone. Done. Up next, Dave Aranda and Scott Drew. Listen, they have no actual pictures together for some reason on the face of the internet. So I need two people to dress up as them and get together and take a picture. We need that universe crossover to happen immediately. Speaking of crossovers, maybe that we don't want to happen again, you could be the tornado in the Alico building. How's about it? I've seen people do the whole tornado and Glenn Powell thing after Twisters came out. This is just more applicable. You don't have to be a generic white man to go as the Alico building. Anybody can be the Alico building. It's a landmark, okay? Also, I have some costumes for the single Pringles out there. Don't worry. These are also a little bit more niche, okay? You need to be in and around the Waco area. First, I have Dan from the corner of 17th and Jack Colchin. You just need a Baylor line jersey of any kind, a sailor hat, captain's preferably, and a bottle in a bag, and there you are. You're Dan. Everyone will know. Everyone will know. Up next, another Waco staple. Just a guy that you may see around. He's typically riding a motorcycle, dressed in a Santa costume with a dog on the back. Santa costume, dog, motorcycle, easiest Waco Halloween costume ever. You could also be one of those guys who's riding their horses through town. Have you seen those like inflatable horse costumes where it looks like you're riding the horse? Boom! Easy. Done. Up next, this one may be a little too soon for some, but you could be the ghost of Reveille the 9th. You just need a ghost costume and a little bandana repping your A&M pride. Rest in peace. Hey, they killed one of our bears. This is only part of reparations. Finally, to rep your Baylor spirit, you can be one of the bears, dead or alive. I personally would choose to be Joy because she was my favorite. God rest her soul. But if they can't tell which bear you're dressed as just on first glance, if they can't catch the vibe, they aren't a real Baylor fan. That's it. So there are some Waco-themed Halloween costumes for you to go as this year.
Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. Samsonite. The You Like Air 3, launched in 2023, ushers in a new era of sapphire ice cooling technology, offering nearly painless hair reduction in just 3 weeks. That's ULIKE.com. You Like. At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Matt Piffle, we believe in celebrating your journey. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mattpiffle.com and start celebrating your story today.